Despite the challenges affecting road infrastructures in the Republic of South Sudan and the economic meltdown, the developmental activities did not stop. The progress can be seen in Juba-Rumbek Road upgrading project. On Tuesday, 21st April 2020, the Minister of Roads and Bridges, Honorable Simon Majok paid a visit to inspect the ongoing constructions of roads. The minister was accompanied by technical advisors, Engineer Jacob Mariel, Thomas Kideiga, Engineer Philip Weiwei, Undersecretary and Professor Ajuai Magokchol, Dean for School of Engineering and Architecture for the University of Juba, among other officials from the ministry and the team of Shingduang High-Speed Nile Investment and Development Company Limited. Juba-Rumbek Road construction is started on August 2019 and is expected to last for 36 months according to the project details from Shingduang High-Speed Nile Investment and Development Com Ltd. The road construction is covered an area of 392.7 kilometers total length and road width of 12 meters wide with 2 lanes patrolled, 4 lanes with total width of 20 meters. According to the project detail on finding mechanism, oil for development, 10,000 barrels of crude oil per day are allocated. For the constructions of the project, the crude oil proceeds shall be used for the development purpose only. This crude for development mechanism was proposed by His Excellency the President during his visit to China in 2019 Forum of China-Africa Cooperation. The project employed 198 Chinese engineers and workers. 323 South Sudanese workers are currently working on the site as part-timers. 300 plus seats of equipment and machineries, including different kinds of road construction equipment, stone crusher, planes, mixing planes, drilling machine, among others, are being used. Speaking to the media, Honorable Simon Majok appreciates the President of the Republic of South Sudan, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, for his proposal of future policy, which contributed to the construction of highways in the country. Majok said the project is helping and benefiting the local population of South Sudan.
We intended also to keep the public informed about the progress of these great projects, which is part of the President of the Republic U-turn policy to use our oil proceeds for construction of highway. And this is one of the highway. The length is almost 400 kilometers. The progress now is in the first section of Juba Terkeka, which is almost 60 kilometers. Now we are in the main camp at Kilo 17, and the work is progressing from Juba at zero, at Juba, as well as from Terkeka towards Juba. We have visited the crash site, where we have seen a massive equipment installed, as well as now in the main camp the asphalt mixture, where we have seen the preparation of about 70 tons of bitumen is already here in the camp, plus the aggregates ready for mixing and the laying of the asphalt on the road. We have also inspected the construction of culverts and the bridges along the road. There are a few challenges which we will share with the management of the company because the work is now on from Juba to Terkeka, and also they are preparing the second camp in Terkeka to work towards Minkaman, and also another camp which from Minkaman to Yerul, and the fourth camp from Yerul to Rumbek. I assure the public this is part of the mandate of the Ministry of Roads and Bridges to construct and maintain roads and bridges network in the Republic of South Sudan, so that we realize the vision of the ministry by developing a secure, safe, and efficient road network for the provision of services to the people of South Sudan. We will continue visiting the road, and also this road also plus other roads coming up. There are going to be a tourist sites for the people of South Sudan to see for themselves how far we are constructing roads for the first time in the history of South Sudan. I thank the company plus my team in the ministry for their dedication to realize this dream. As we can see along the roads, people are starting putting up their plots, and I think if there was no road here, it wouldn't be possible. I can see also farms are coming up, and this is one of the mobilization of nation, so that we realize the value of roads we are constructing. They are not only for driving cars, it is for connectivity, but also the main activity is to unite the people of South Sudan. The social cohesion, the social fabric through connectivity will be more united and stronger than ever. I also thank the security sector, especially our SSPDF and Tiger Division, for securing the facilities and equipment along the road. And for our people, this is the U-turn in our defense mechanism. They have moved now to protect development. They have been struggling to secure lives and properties. Now, as you can see at the background, they have been with us, and they are with the company, as well as our police and national security. So we are urging our public along the road to keep peace and tranquility, because this is the only way we can complete this project. I'm happy also that the company has put on the ground safety measures. Despite of corona pandemic, not only in South Sudan, but all over the world, this project is progressing, has not stopped, but measures have been put to secure and put a safe environment, whether through mask or sensitization of incoming and outgoing people. I once again thank the team who have used their time to come on board and see the progress, especially the media who have come here, whether the TV or newspapers or radio. And this will not be the last, because you are the means to our people to hear and see what is being done here on the ground. The road started in August, but the preparation started earlier, since after the signing of the contract, August 2019. The agreement and the contract was completed on date 25th of March, and 1 month was given for mobilization, but it was extended for almost 3 months to prepare the ground, because when we came here for the first time in August, it was not like this. And even I've been telling the management that the compound used to look big, but now it is very narrow with the materials. So the contract is for 3 years, and I can say we are now a little bit behind time, but we will catch up because by the end of this month or early May, we should have start putting the black top, that is the asphalt, from zero towards Terkeka. But I assured the public that we are still continuing, as the work is now still on, not affected by the current coronavirus. And this is also shows the dedication from the side of the company. It's a 3 years contract, and we'll do our best, as I've just mentioned. The company is to work concurrently from 4 directions. We are now in the first section of Juba Terkeka, and the same will be applied from Terkeka to Minkaman, and then from Minkaman to Yerul, and then from Yerul to Rumbek. That is the strategy to achieve the target time of the road to be completed. We have Chinese expatriates and South Sudanese over 300 employees. Some are on casual status, and some are permanent employees. And I mean by casual, when we move from this section, most of the employees will be from Terkeka, and as we move on, the same in Yorol and the rest of the. So South Sudanese are the beneficiaries of this road connections in terms of employment and the benefits of roads in the future. As I've mentioned, it is a U-turn policy from the President of the Republic, His Excellency General Salva Kiir Mayardit, that we, the government of the Republic of South Sudan, and he made that statement when he was attending a function in Beijing. So the cost of the road is 711 million USD, and it is being taken care of by the Republic of South Sudan. And we still have aspiration to bring in more funding through loans so that we finish the road in time, because as I've mentioned, the up and down of oil price plus other expenses. For now, we are spending, the government of the Republic of South Sudan is funding the peace activities, plus the other expenses being laid on the oil revenues. And this goes to our public, that as we are in peace now, let us start rolling out our activities to be food secure through agriculture. So if you reduce the money being spent from importing food, you will also add more for development. It is the same for other needs, because among you here, some may be graduates of applied and industrial science, the food technology. You can start manufacturing, and you reduce as you go along. So the whole thing depends on our benefits from peace. It's not only to stay under the tree and start talking, but this is the opportunity where you go to the river, you supply good fish from the river. This is also going to the market and reducing and creating employment, as this road is also a means of employment. So this road is triggering the production and productivity. And when we have our enough needs from our environment, then the development will go faster. I also urge the youth along the road to keep peace. This highway robbery is scaring the investors, and also intercommunal violence. You need to look up and see the future, the bright future for this country lies in your hands.
Yeah, Comrade. So coming back to the project itself, how can you describe this project between China and Portland? Do you think that this project can improve the budget irrigation between the two countries?
Yes, of course, it will, and we are still discussing with the government of China, because this is just one section. We have other sections from Rumbek to Wau, Gogrial, Awil. That is National Road number 1 from our border with Kenya up to Abyei. Then we have A25 from Wau to Awil. And then the same A35 from Rumbek to Bentiu. And we have many roads like A70 from Mundri, and the same in the eastern bank of the river from A60 from Ayo to Kobo, and that is along the N1 from Juba, from Nimuli up to Rang. As you will see, possibly in days to come, another visit to Juba Bor and Juba Ye. All are developmental projects. We are urging our friends to come in with loans, because what we have initiated using oil proceeds is a collateral policy where we encourage the would-be investors to come in with their money, so that we finish the road very faster than we wait for what comes from. So it will boost our relation not only with China, with all our friends all over the world. That policy statement is like this. The 30,000 barrels of crude is meant for construction of infrastructure, and on top the roads, because we have so many in terms of infrastructure. On this road, we are managing 10,000 barrels. And the lifting happens always after 2 months, because if you calculate 10,000 per day, that means per month 300,000, and this is less than a cargo. You have to wait for another 300 to become 600. This is the smaller cargo. So it has started the lifting since May 2019 on this section of road, Juba-Rumbek. And as we continue along, this will go with N2. The same with N1 from Juba, from Nimuli, Juba, Bor, Malakal, Rang. There's another 10,000. And for both Juba Torit and also Juba Ye is based on a loan from Egypt, but we have also another collateral guarantee for the loan. Part may go for electricity, as we are managing so many. So now we are managing 10,000 on this road.
The road construction, which is costing $711 million US, according to the minister, is believed to enrich transportations in the next 3 years if there will be no challenges hindering the construction. Majok explained the major challenges that might affect the construction.
Confirmation have been already made by the management of the company that they are not evacuating, but they are implementing safety measures while they are working, and also they are adhering to the directives of the Ministry of Roads of Health in terms of managing the current crisis of corona. So this is one of the challenges we were expecting to face, because it's also affect the shifting of expatriates, because they are supposed to be here for some period and then they exchange. But now those who have been here, they are caught up in South Sudan and they are going to continue. And another challenge we have, the coming of rains. It will affect the transportation of material from abroad and equipment, plus our part as employer, because I'm here as an employer, the ministry, and the contractor is implementing the project. At the same time, we have another function as financier, because this road is being financed by the government of the Republic of South Sudan from the oil proceeds. And as you are aware as media and the public, that there is a very drastic decline in oil price. So it also will be affecting the cash flow. And that's why the rest of camps are not in place, especially the one of Minkaman, Yerul. But in Terkeka and this main camp, they are already working.
Engineer Rhoda Achol, the Acting Secretary General for Engineering Council, expressed the readiness and the commitment of engineering team toward the construction of roads, while appealing to the government to always review the design of the road construction.
I appreciate the call from the Honorable Minister to invite us to come with him along to the site and to inspect the road. This is a very good initiative. The Engineering Council is responsible for registering all the engineers of the South Sudan. So all different specialization of engineering are supposed to be registered in the Engineering Council of South Sudan. And any engineering work which is going on, it is important that we are involved so that we see what type of engineers are appointed to do the job, and also to see the type of the job that is being carried out. We have gone along the road and we have some notes that we have seen concerning the design, and that one we will discuss them with the consultant and the contractor which has been appointed. This is our first time now to come. I wish we were there during the design period so that we can see what is happening. We can have our issues to be addressed before starting the project. But nevertheless, we really thank the Honorable Minister for having us, and we will be working side by side with them, and we will see that good job is done and delivered to the people of South Sudan.
On his part, Professor Ajay Magog, the Dean for School of Engineering and Architecture in the University of Juba, emphasized on the role played by the University of Juba.
The Ministry of Roads and Bridges itself has got many engineers. And the Parliament also, those people who are put there to see to it that the engineering things are done well, are also part of this. Because of this, I really appreciate what the minister have done. Of course, the work we have seen various sizes of aggregates for the construction of roads. We have also seen along the way where the contractor seemed to have put the culverts and others. And of course, we have not seen the logic, which is we are going to discuss another time to come. of having the culvert at a certain location. And also the issue of the water. Because when you build a culvert or the bridge, is to allow the water to flow. Normally the water have flowed through the gravity. They have to go to where they are supposed to go to. But when you make it such that you prevent it to go, and also an important thing we have not seen, and it is an issue of design. We have not seen the layers of these various aggregates or building materials that are put on the lane. Because some of it could allow the water to flow, but provided that you have put a structure on the top of this material that can allow the water to flow, but put the structure, and on that structure you put there now the building materials, and hence now you talk about the road. These are issues of design, and that's why it is important for all the engineers, because if something go wrong in future, then it is not only the Ministry of Roads and Bridges that have to be blamed. It will have to be the total engineering fraternity. Yes, civil engineers are the first group that are responsible for construction of roads and bridges. In University of Juba, we have that civil engineering department. And one of the things I'm happy also is that we will be attaching our students, okay? Not only to the company that is dealing with this particular road, but others, to get experience, because they might have been given theory.
The construction is ongoing at Juba-Terkaka section. The fourth camp construction are completed. Subgrade construction is progressing and concluding from both sides of Juba and Terkaka. The aggregate base construction is ongoing, and the tarmac pavement construction will commence on the coming May. Reporting for Dalco Media, I am Jennifer James in Juba.